I'm about to do something I have not done since high school. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gabby Paglia. Today we're in my bathroom, obviously. I'm going to try something I haven't done since I was a junior in high school. I'm gonna try a self-tanner. Yes, you heard me correctly. I'm going to be trying a self-tanner in the middle of summer. Why? I'm looking a little white right now, even though I have gotten some sun. I just think it's a good period in the summer. We're like halfway there. So if I F it up, it's not gonna be that big of a deal because I can go out and get naturally tan as well. So let's hope this doesn't turn into like a complete mess. I don't know, I'm a little scared. I've been putting this off for a little bit because I'm just kind of terrified. I don't have much experience in like the self-tan area. I'm gonna be using a brand of self-tanner I found off of Amazon. They actually gifted this to me. This is the First Melody brand, and this is their self-tanning mousse. And then they also sent me their face and body self-tanning drops. So the number one reason why I'm actually pretty terrified to try this stuff out, not because I don't trust the brand, but I only have one past experience using some sort of unnatural tan, and I think it was like a Jergens mousse one of my friends gave me like around the time I had prom in junior year, and it was actually so horrendous. If I can find a picture of it or a video or something, I will put it up on the screen because it actually was terrible. I looked burnt, but like the way I rubbed it in, I don't know, like it was only from my wrist up to here, and I don't know, it was just not a good look. Hopefully this is not a total disaster. Also because I have a wedding, I'm in a wedding in like 2.5 weeks, so say your prayers for me basically. Not only did First Melody send me their tanning mousse and the face drops, but they also sent me a fresh new mitt. And I'm actually very happy they did because if I didn't have this, I'd probably be using my hands, and that is just like a recipe for disaster. I'm not trying to have blotchy hands. So, very glad that they sent this, so thank you guys. I'm actually going to be starting off first with the tanning mousse on my body. And for this is a clear bronzer, so out of the packaging, I'm pretty sure like until you pump it on your skin and like mix it up, it looks clear in the bottle. Yeah. So this is what it looks like. There you go. It looks like piss actually. But this is what it looks like in the bottle. For the directions, it first says for best results, they recommend applying a thin layer of lotion to the drier areas of your body. So for instance, like the knees, elbows, ankles, feet, hands, and allowing the lotion to dry on your skin. I already did that, so one less thing to worry about. Next, actually applying this to the body, it says apply 3 to 5 pumps per body part using your hands or latex gloves or the mitt that they gave me. It says to apply it to the skin with circular motions until it's dry. Tan will be developed in 6 to 8 hours. Don't shower for at least 8 hours after use. If you do want a darker tone, it says to apply another layer 6 to 8 hours prior to the first one, and repeat if necessary to get the desired color. So I guess it is a gradual tanning mousse. I don't know. We're about to find out. Yeah, I'm gonna change really quick out of my pajamas. I'm just gonna put on an old bathing suit that I don't really care if it gets ruined, and we're just gonna get right into it. Now that I'm dressed like a literal prepubescent boy, I'm ready to put on the tanning mousse. I don't even know like where to start. I'm actually very nervous. So I'm wearing a one piece. I don't want to put it on my stomach, and I feel like it's not even gonna matter anyway because I'm not going outside with my stomach out unless I'm like going to the beach, but then in that case I'm gonna get tan regardless. So I think I'm only gonna tan my chest, my neck, my arms, and my legs, and then obviously my face with the self-tanning drops, and then we're gonna go in my room to do this later. I took it off cinematic so we can actually see what's going on. If you see the camera slightly moving, it's because I'm having to go in and out of my bathroom. It's incredibly hot in here, and me sweating while doing this is just like not a good look, so I need to make sure I'm cool. The way I'm so nervous to do this, I don't even know, like, do I have to shake this up too? It doesn't say to, but I think I should. I don't know. So, like I said before, 3 to 5 pumps. I think I'm gonna start off on my chest with 3, and then we'll just see how it goes from there. I'm so nervous. All right, now going back. Okay, so it's white, and oh my god, I'm so scared. Okay. Honestly, the tanning mousse, it might cool me down a little bit because it's cool in the bottle, which I'm actually very surprised about because it's been sitting in the bathroom. I'm going to rub the shit out of my chest. I just really want to make sure that it's completely covered. I'm not gonna get streaky or anything, because if I F up the application on my chest, then I'm really in trouble. And my friend's gonna be mad at me if I have these wacky streak marks in her wedding pictures, rightfully so. I feel like I'm all the way coated now. I guess it's just gonna develop over time. Now I'm gonna go onto my arms. And don't worry, I'm gonna lift up the straps of this bathing suit so I don't miss anything. I just want to make sure I'm literally getting everywhere. And I am going to bring it down onto my hands. I'm not going to do my hands too much because I am going to wash them off. I'm also curious to see, because I have slight tan marks from the 2 times I've been outside all summer. I'm curious to see if it's gonna make that any darker, or if that's just gonna stay like my tan line mark. It'll probably be slightly darker since I'm slightly less tan right there, but I never know what to think with these mousses. I'm genuinely terrified, but some things I have to do for the sake of the video. Make sure I get my armpit. This is like the most awkward angle ever. So I'm gonna start applying the mousse onto my legs now. I have my legs literally on the bathroom toilet, so not the best angle. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to do. So this is just what you get today. I'm sure none of you were expecting this. It's a good thing I also shaved like 2 days ago actually, but it says that you should shave before application. It also said I should give myself like a body scrub. Didn't do that, but honestly, I don't think that part makes much of a difference. The only thing I'm really, I think, nervous about is the fact that I took a shower last night, but I take showers typically at night before I go to bed, and I put on this Dr. Teal's like lavender oil all over my body to like lock in moisture and everything. And I know oil with the mousses typically do not mix, so this could be really bad. I hope not. Okay, so now one leg's done. Now we are switching, oh my god, to my family that watches my videos. So sorry for the angle. This is disappointment at its finest, I bet. Just really want to make sure I get the quote-unquote drier parts of my body, like my knees and ankles especially. It's a good thing I'm waiting to do the face tanning drops into my room, because I feel like my face out of everything is sweating the most. So this is going to be my tan before. Keep in mind, this is what I look like now. And and I didn't put mousse on my back. Now I'm back in my room. I could not stay in that bathroom any longer. It was like a sauna and not in the good way. We're now going to be using the face tanning drops. I won't lie, these I have used before, and I actually do like the way that they make my skin look. The only other product I've tried for face tanning, at least, is the product I feel like I talk about a lot on this channel. This is the Sephora Gradual Self-Tanning Face Gel. This is the only other thing I've tried concerning tanning products for my face, and I love the way this looks. So I feel like compared to that, since I have tried this First Melody a few times on my face, it does give the same effect. This is more of a, I want to say, as needed self-tanning drop, similar to the Isla that Sephora sells. So this is just what the First Melody face tanning drops bottle looks like. With this, it says to mix the drops with your favorite moisturizer, or you can use oil to mix with this if you use like a face oil. I'm just going to be using my First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is what I normally use. For the amount of drops with this, since it is a little less potent than the body mousse drops, it says depending on how gradually dark you want your face to get, you can use between 2 to 12 drops of this. So I believe in the past when I've tried this, I did like 5 or 6 and mixed it in with the moisturizer. So I think just to be safe today, I'm gonna do the same thing. And I'll usually take just a heavier amount of moisturizer than I normally would, just so I'm sure it gets mixed in with everything. And I'll put it on the back of my hand like that, same color as the mousse was. I'm just gonna do 5 drops onto my hand and then mix that together. Oh, by the way, guys, I know you can't see because I'm sitting in front of it, but I have like 2 different towels down on my vanity chair because I'm not taking any chances. I don't want this mousse to transfer onto anything it doesn't need to be transferred onto, and I'm like genuinely scared that anything my body touches that has been painted with this mousse is just going to transfer onto anything, and that is the last thing I need today. So let's hope I'm just overreacting and it's not going to transfer or anything. So even though I went over my neck with the body mousse, I still like to do it because that's what I normally would do with my skincare. I like to drag the moisturizer down onto my neck anyway. I think this is pretty obvious, but in case you're like me and you've never used a self-tanner before, you're supposed to wash your face and make sure it is dry before applying any of this. I already did wash my face for the day, so that's why you did not see me do it. Now my face is all done. The Gradual Tanner is setting in as we speak. Off camera, I did wash my hands since I applied this with bare hands, and now all that's left to do is just sit and wait, which is probably the most difficult part for me. Also, if it looks a bit dark in here, it's because I don't have my ring light on like I did in the bathroom, and the weather just kind of sucks today. It said no light for you, Gabby, so we're using my vanity light, and there's some sunlight coming out from the window right there, but sorry. I don't know if I'm just being weird or whatever, but I feel like these tan lines have gotten slightly darker. It's 12:54 at this time right now. I'm just gonna check back in with you guys once this is all absorbed, and then I'll do a little before and after. I don't know. I know how my face is gonna turn out because I've used the face tanning drops before. If I get close to the camera, you can see like I do have some color in my face. Hopefully just get slightly darker and it matches up with the rest of my skin. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Please give me a like for doing this because I am the most uncomfortable right now. I feel like I can't really touch anything. Even me bending my arms like this, I feel like I am getting sticky. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so yeah, I will check back in with you guys a little bit later, and hopefully this is not a terrible mistake, but if it is, then it's good content. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay everyone, we are back. It has been a few hours since I applied both the mousse and the facial drops. I'm gonna do a side-by-side with my before and see how different I look. So just keep in mind, I don't have the ring light on in the bathroom right now. I did before in the earlier clips. I don't know. I can't really tell if I should have added 5 pumps. I did about 3 on each section that I covered. From the top half of me, I feel like I look the same. I do feel like the tan marks I had before did get slightly darker. My arms are definitely darker. I can tell, like, in my shoulders. And I'll show you guys my legs. I was just really concerned it was going to transfer onto anything, and it turns out I was worried for nothing because the towels I was sitting on didn't get anything on it as far as I can tell. Back at my vanity, I can definitely tell, at least in my mirror in real time, I definitely do look darker. I can totally tell that these tan marks before, I know they were a bit whiter, so the mousse is working. This is what my face looks like. I don't know, so I feel like this was a little bit anticlimactic. I was expecting myself to be like super dark to the point where maybe I overdid it, because that's the route I usually would take. I just overdo everything. I don't know, like I definitely can tell, again, in real time it's gonna look a lot different than on the camera. I can tell I look tan. I was a bit tan before though, so that's why I'm really not sure how to gauge how tan this was. I will say though that, again, I did not transfer onto the towels I'm sitting on. It didn't transfer onto anything else that I had touched, which is amazing. As far as the facial tanning drops go, I love them. I used it in the past, so I know it does work. And I think definitely going forward, I do want you guys to keep in mind this specific brand, The First Melody. They are a gradual self-tanner, so with continued use, as it would be with everything, it's going to make me look darker over time the more I apply it to my body and so what. I am very pleased with it. I can definitely, honestly, like looking at my chest now, it does look very glowy, very tan, and I'm glad it's not orangey at all. I was scared about that. I think the main thing that really drove me away from self-tanners, like in general, is the fact that I usually see people that don't know how to put it on correctly, or they're not using the right color for their skin. I guess that really drove me away, and that's why I never even tried to experience one. But I'm super happy that First Melody sent me this. Again, they are a brand off of Amazon, so if you want to check First Melody out, I will leave the direct link to the product on Amazon in the description. I don't have a code for you guys. This was just a gifted product they sent to me. I'll definitely update you like in later videos with my progress with it, since this was my first time using it. I'm very happy with it though, and I do think it says something if I'm looking like I just went outside and tanned, and I can get the same effect if you're someone that normally burns in the sun, or you can't go out in the sun and tan for prolonged exposure time due to health reasons. I definitely think this is a safer alternative for people like that, and I'm happy I had an actual positive experience with self-tanning. Thank you again, First Melody, for sending me this. I had so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. I post new videos every single Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I will see you guys next Monday or somewhere else on the internet. Bye!